Hi, Terri Giles-Exum here. We are officially underway in summer break, and so I thought I would take just a few minutes and share a little bit of my week with you. Well, one of the first things on my list that I wanted to do was go buy a new pair of tennis shoes because I wear them completely out before I buy a new set. So I was out and digging in my yard, taking care of my flowers and just a few chores around the house. So I just stopped and went down to the store, and within a few minutes I found a really nice pair that I liked. And as I approached the counter, I noticed this lady, she had nobody in her line, so I walked up, and it was obvious this was just another part of her very boring day. She just wanted to get over with, do her time and get home. And I thought, well, this is kind of sad. I love my job. It's my passion to take care of these special needs children at school. So as she was putting my shoes into a bag, I noticed on her forearm right here, she had a tattoo. And so I have no trouble stepping into someone's personal space. So I just kind of reach over and take her hand, and I read her tattoo, and it says, "My song is not over yet." And I thought, there has got to be an interesting story behind this. And since there was nobody in line, she shared a little bit. She says, well, this marks 2 years of me in sobriety. And I said, well, that requires a hug. So she hugged me twice as hard as I hugged her, and it was just such a beautiful thing. And I noticed on my way out the store, I kind of looked over my shoulder at her, and her whole demeanor had changed. She was just upbeat and positive with the next customer, and I thought, well, this was just so easy. It's so simple to change somebody's course of their day. I thought, what if I was more intentional with this? And I really set into play a challenge for myself that I would like to pass on to you. But I prayed, I got home and I prayed, and I said, Jesus, everywhere I go, there's people. There are people that are hurting. There are people that need prayer, but they really don't know where to go. And I pray that you will lead me to them. So there's nothing like walking up to a total stranger and asking to pray with them to push you right outside your comfort zone. And that's really the place I want to be, because nothing significant happens inside of our comfort zone. So the next time I went to the store, I went to the dollar store. I was going to the back of the store for some cards. And suddenly something just caught my attention, so I stopped, and I was taking some pencils off the shelf, and there was a lady there putting just like tons and tons of school supplies into a bag. And that's usually a dead giveaway there's a teacher. And so I said, where do you teach? She said, actually, I'm an occupational therapist, and we are being stationed to Hawaii, and I won't be able to purchase these over there. They'll be too expensive. And I thought, the first thing that comes across my mind is, wow, the adventure, a place exotic like Hawaii. And until she said, yeah, and we're really stressed about it, I started thinking about all the everything else that goes along with it, leaving family and having to find new schools for your kids. And I thought, well, this makes sense. And all of a sudden, there she is. This is a lady who could use some prayer. So I just reached my hand out to her and I said, would you like to pray about this? And she got real still and quiet, and she was like, is she joking? And I'm like, I'm serious. I said, I would like to pray with you about this if you would like. And so she took my hand. She said, okay. So we held hands, and we prayed right there on aisle 3 in the dollar store. And it was just one of those really quiet, beautiful moments. And when we finished, and I looked at her face, she was just crying. She said, you don't know how much I needed that. And I said, actually, I do, because I prayed about this before I ever went to the store today. And I just encourage you to be sensitive to the people around you. We're surrounded by people everywhere. There's lonely people, even though there's so many of us. And I just challenge you to step outside your comfort zone and step into somebody's personal space and ask if you can make their day a little bit better. So with that in mind, I hope you have a wonderful summer and a wonderful day. God bless you.